Welcome to Bullion Bulletin. Mr. Prithviraj Kothari with me. He is the Managing Director of Riddisiddhi Bullion Private Limited, or famously known as RSBL, India's premier trading house. Sir, welcome to Bullion Bulletin. This gold monetization scheme, as an industry veteran, what is your perspective in it?
Yeah, I think government now step taken is the gold monetization scheme and a sovereign bond is the excellent scheme. But it's take time to be streamlined because it's a lot of issue of the small quantity of a refined then deposit in the bank. But I think it's a good opportunity and good. It's a tough target that if it's 30 grams in the banks, because bank have so much manpower is there because it's take manpower. So I think government what they announce is but it takes time. But I think it's a good monetized scheme, and always is the sovereign bond. The both scheme are excellent. I think it's the better gold deposit scheme compared to the better is the gold sovereign bond, because those people who wanted the new gold buy in the market or they invest in the gold, they doesn't make the physical and they buy the gold sovereign bond because they get the interest also there. No, so I think gold monetization scheme compared to the gold sovereign bond is the better than the gold deposit scheme.
But in gold sovereign bond scheme, that is basically paper gold. It's not a physical gold that people love to feel, touch and feel.
Yes, it's agree. But if you see the gold ETF, those people are invested in the gold ETF. And also when the gold sovereign bond is started, the government also started the gold accumulated plan. Which means you can buy a gold or you can buy a sovereign bond and deposit in the bank. And it's an accumulated plan. It's every month they purchase and it's accumulated. So I think gold sovereign bond and gold deposit scheme the excellent scheme, but how to implement is a very tough job.
Coming now to the infrastructure to implement this scheme, do you agree that we have a strong infrastructure to promote this scheme at present?
No, at present I think if you see just a 300 hallmarking center is there. BIS hallmarking center, but it doesn't affect because government have to give subsidies to the hallmarking center. At least it's a 3,000 to 5,000 hallmarking center. If you calculate the 300 centers, you cannot get 5 to 10 tons in a year. So basically they have to subsidize the hallmarking center, and 100% hallmarking should be the compulsory.
So you mean to say that government should promote people who are willing to establish a hallmarking center?
Yes, government have to subsidize because the 300 hallmarking center and 125 crores people, if you cannot control the hallmarking center just of a 300. And I might more request government to develop R&D more and more the R&D side. Research and development India is very poor for basically the mine side, because India is a huge potential. They have lots of gold, silver, copper, precious stone, then each and everything there, because India is the sone ki chidiya, So I think government have to pump the fund into the R&D, and we can also get the gold from the India side. Why we depend on the import side only? If you see the example of China, in a couple of 4 or 5 years, they pump more and more money in the R&D. Today they get the 450 plus ton of a gold, their own. So if India is put money in R&D, I think India can also get the 200 to 300 tons of a gold, because India is a huge gold in the mines. We have $1 trillion asset in the down earth, so we can use that one.
About the GST, how do you feel this scheme?
No, I think we have waiting last 3 to 4 years that GST is coming. We have to be government to appeal. Anyhow, GST has to be implicated because it's a streamline the market, and the whole India should in the one roof. And every state have their own policy. So if it's a GST is implicable, maybe Indian GDP should be growth to more than 2%. And I think government have to move fast for the GST. We are heard about last 3 to 4 years the same way the GST move again forward. And
now last question on the refinery side. So lot of refiners we are seeing, lot of refiners are coming. So for these refiners, as you already mentioned, we don't have a captive mining. We do not mine anything inside the country. So for these refiners, what is the way out? Do they have to rely mostly on the scrap supply? Now price is coming down, scrap supply might not be as big as it was 2-3 years back. And second, then if they do not get the enough scrap, can they source enough dode? That is the main issue.
No, government have to guideline the refineries also, because now that the difference between the duty structure, so people are get benefit, some benefit, not a more, the some benefit for the refiner, but it's a good sign, because if you get the some benefit, then you put the refinery. But government have to put the some norms for the refinery. At least refinery should be the international standard level refinery. We have to put some norms on the refinery side also. Their quality control, each and everything should be government should there put your name. Then the refinery should be accredited to international refinery. Not in the every day we heard that the refinery is open refinery, but it's not the thing that what we want. We want the accredited refinery like MMTC PAMP, like Edelweiss, like Sirpur refinery. So like that refinery. Maybe in the difference between the customs duty of 0.5% or maybe 1%. So it's a good sign for India. Now it's open on the refinery again, because last 20 years that all the refineries should be the bankrupted. So now the government take the step. It's a good, but some criteria refinery should be there. Maximum capital should be like there. 50 crore should be the capital. The house, the refinery should be there. Then it's worth.
So state of the art technology, infrastructure, pollution, everything should be taken care of.
Everything should be the capital. It's a zero polluted refinery is available. So we have to put the zero polluted refinery in each and every sector.
Thank you, sir.